Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we do a very quick revision of all the formulas of chemical kinetics. This video includes almost all the formulas and important points on chemical kinetics. So let's start. First formula is on rate of reaction. Suppose this is a reaction. A and B are reactants and C and D are products. So its rate is written in this way, that rate of formation of products is equal to rate of disappearance of reactants. Here A is reactant, so rate of reaction is d upon dt, concentration of A, and the coefficient is taken as reciprocal of this coefficient and negative sign, because reactants concentration is decreases as product formed. So before reactants there is negative sign and before products there is positive sign. Next, rate is directly proportional to concentration of reactants with power of their coefficients, and if we want to find the order of reaction, then order is the plus or sum of these coefficients. So order of this reaction is A plus B. So guys, units of rate constant, it's very important. Here is rate constant. We have order of reactions, zero order reaction, first order, second order and third order reactions. Okay, here there is rate constant in every case. To find the unit of rate constant, to find its units is very important, because many of the entrance exams have put out this question that what is the value of rate constant of first order reaction, of second order reaction, or any of the order. So here is very simple formula to calculate rate constant units of all these orders. This is concentration 1 minus n time inverse m n minus 1 time inverse. Here m is molarity, atmosphere 1 minus n time inverse. Concentration is taken in mole per liter. Here n is the order of reaction. Suppose we are talking about the zero order, then n value is 0. So guys, here I calculate these units in the form of concentration per time or moles per liter per inverse time. So for zero order, if we put value and 0, then concentration is mole per liter and time unit is second, so per second. For first order, you can calculate any of the order units with this formula. Now we discussing briefly about the order of reactions. Firstly, zero order reaction. For zero order reaction, value of rate constant is K is equal to 1 upon T A naught minus A. Here A naught is the initial concentration of reactant and A is the concentration of reactant after any time T. Okay, so this is the formula. I can't derive here because sometimes we forget about derivations. You simply learn these formulas. Okay, so after learning this one formula, you can calculate half-life period, then put value of A is equal to A naught by 2, because after the half time its concentration is half. Okay, so now after calculating we get A naught upon 2K. Okay, so this is the half-life period for zero order reaction, A naught upon 2K. Half-life is directly proportional to concentration of reactant. In term of pressure, simply formula is this one, but here is A concentration, here is pressure P naught minus PA, and half-life is P naught upon 2K. These are the important graphs of zero order reaction between concentration and time. This one, rate concentration, because rate is independent of concentration in zero order reaction. So this is straight line. Half-life and A naught, half-life is directly proportional to A naught. So this is straight line. Here are few examples of zero order reaction. These are very important examples. First is decomposition of HI on gold surface, reaction between H2 and Br2 to give HBr over water, decomposition of gases on metal surface. these examples you have to learn, because in many of the cases examples are given and put out that this reaction is, this example have which order reaction. Okay, so you have to learn out these examples. Now for first order reaction, value of rate constant is 2.303 upon T log A divided by A minus X. A here is A naught initial concentration and X here is A concentration of reactant after time T. Okay, so you can also write this in this way, A naught upon A, and so K is equal to 2.303 upon T2 minus T1 log A1 by A1 in the cases where two time periods and two concentrations are given. For half-life, its half-life value is 0.693 upon K. So K in term of pressure is 2.303 upon T log P naught upon 2P naught minus PT. Okay, and half-life formula for all order reactions is this one. T half is directly proportional to 1 upon initial concentration and minus 1. This is the overall formula you can use for any of the order reaction. Another important formula is amount of substance left after n half-lives. This is A naught upon 2 की power n. Here n is the number of half-lives. Graph for first order reaction among rate and concentration, it is straight line. Log A upon T, it's this one. So examples of first order reaction is decomposition of N2O5. 2N2O5 gives 4NO2O2, decomposition of H2O2 and decomposition of SO2Cl2. So these are three important examples of first order reactions. So about last one is second order reaction. Its formula is K is equal to 1 upon T, 1 upon A minus 1 upon A naught. So guys, for zero order reaction, formula is this one, A naught minus A, and here is inverse 1 by A minus 1 by A naught. To calculate half-life, we put value of A is equal to A naught upon 2 and it comes out 1 upon K A naught. And graph between half-life and 1 upon K naught is straight line because it is directly proportional to 1 upon A naught. And 1 upon A and T, this is the graph. One is pseudo first order reaction. So guys, in this reaction, there is a exception that if we are taking two reactants, then one of the reactant is taken in excess, like this one is reactant and this is water. So water is taken here in excess so that the rate of reaction depends only upon the concentration of only one reactant. So this is the pseudo first order reaction and fake first order reaction, because we are using two reactants but rate of reaction depend upon only one reactant, because one reactant is taken in excess, so its value of concentration is taken as constant. Okay, so these are the examples of pseudo first order reaction. So guys, if we talk about order and molecularity, so its order is 1 and molecularity is greater than or equal to 2. And one important thing about order and molecularity, that order can be fractional as well as zero. Order can be fractional as well as zero, but molecularity is always a whole number. Molecularity can never be fractional or zero. It's always a whole number. Here one is fluorescence and one is phosphorence. You have to learn only one example of these two. For fluorescence, example is CaF2, here F, here F, and for phosphorence it is zinc sulfide. Next is rate of radioactive decay. So guys, for radioactive decay you have to use all the formulas of first order reaction. Okay, radioactive decay is the first order reaction. suppose it is a first order reaction, and in any of the numerical, if the examiner talking about the radioactive decay, then we have to use a formula of first order reaction. So K is 2.303 upon 2 log N naught by N. Okay, so same as first order reaction here, A naught upon A. For half life 0.693 upon K. Average life is equal to tau is equal to 1 upon K, and in terms of half life it is 1.44 into T half. For activation energy is equal to threshold energy minus average kinetic energy of the reactants. This is the Arrhenius equation, and it's very important, very important equation, because lots of numericals put out from this equation. This is K is equal to A E minus EA upon RT. This EA is activation energy, K is rate constant. So if we taking log on both sides, then ln K, ln A, and this minus EA upon RT. After converting this ln into log, so log K log A minus EA upon 2.303 by RT. Okay, because if we convert ln to log, then we have take 2.303 value with log. Then here, if there are two rate constants and two time periods, temperature values are given. Okay, then you have to put out these values in this formula. Log K2 upon K1 EA by 2.303 R T2 minus T1 by T1 into T2. So next is mean free path. Mean free path is also a very important topic. So to calculating mean free path, formula is RT upon under root 2 pi D square NA P. P is here pressure, D is the diameter, Na Avogadro number, R gas constant, and T is temperature. So here another formula, because KBT upon under root 2 pi D square P, you have, if we put this KB is equal to R upon Na, then value of mean free path is this one. And if you put D diameter is equal to 2 into radius. So if we put D is equal to 2R, then value of mean free path is this one. Mean free path is equal to length of path upon number of collisions. To calculate ionic strength, formula is 1 upon 2 sigma Z1 square M1 square. Z1 is charge and M is the mass. For enzyme catalysis is also important topic of chemical kinetics. V naught here is the initial rate is equal to V max maximum rate into S concentration of substrate upon Km plus S. Km here is Michaelis constant. So rate is equal to, because V max is equal to K2 E naught, and this is also rate, this is rate. So if we put value of this V max is equal to K2 E naught, then here rate is equal to K2 E naught S upon Km plus S. Km is equal to K minus 1 plus K2 upon K1. Turnover number is K2 E naught upon E naught. Efficiency is K2 upon Km. Here is a Arrhenius equation. This is rate of the reaction is KBT upon H E minus H star by RT E del H star upon R, and A is this, A is the value of this and this. Okay, A is equal to KBT by H E del S star upon R. So these are all the formulas, and I advise all of you that do a fast revision of these formulas before any of the entrance exam. Thank you so much for watching, guys.